So in 1 minute, freeze.
I think definitely the taxes need to be brought down, and if you look for cuts, I think we need to go across the board with each department and ask each department individually to contribute to the cuts. Not one department specifically can bear the burden of reducing the tax burden on each individual in the city. So ultimately we have to go to each department and challenge them. We need you to bring your budget down. Times are tough, and not just our local economy or state economy, but our national economy, and everybody's going to have to reduce in these situations. So we have to talk to each individual that works for the city. Everywhere where the money is being spent, we have to look for efficiency. I think we should target no one department individually, but we should look across the board, because great challenges will ultimately produce great works. So if we talk to each department head, each supervisor, and each employee all the way down the line, everybody gets working together on this. That's what we need to do.
Is coming into our budget through tax incremental finance revenue. You have to remember, when looking at the budget, there's $68 million in the budget. $33 million comes from property taxes. The rest comes from other revenue sources. And tax incremental finance districts and the revenue thereof are very important.
Yes, you're right to ask that as the first question, because that is the number one issue. When I talk to anyone, we're all worried about our taxes. Homeowners are wondering how they're going to keep living in the city of La Crosse, how they're going to stay in their home. Earlier this year, I sponsored legislation to bring the department heads and the city council members together through a retreat process, and that was to set goals. One of the number one goals we all had out of that process was the tax situation in La Crosse. I think there is something together we can do to work on this issue, and I hope that we proceed with these meetings in the future and work on this. Regional collaboration, sharing resources with the outlying areas, trying to be more efficient. I think those are all things that will come into play as we look at this issue. We do have to do something.
Thank you very much.